a season to connect. Lent is a season when we disconnect from the world and connect to God. Daniel chapter 10 verse 3 says, I ate no pleasant food, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. That is, he ate only vegetable and drank water, and abstained all pleasant food from the king's table. What happens? As we read down, we find that in chapter 10 verse 10, a hand touched and made me tremble. And God calls him, O Daniel, man greatly beloved. Hallelujah. God calls him desirable. When Daniel left the desirable food in a foreign land just to follow God's instruction and to find his favor, and then he became desirable to God. Love and favor differs. God's love never changes. But to get his favor, you need to do a physical act. On doing so, deliverance will surely come. Matthew chapter 17 verse 19 says, we find his disciples asking Jesus, why couldn't we cast devils? And Jesus said, O faithless and perverse generation. Jesus replied, how long shall I stay with you? In other words, he says to his own chosen disciples that you have unbelief or have been disconnected to God or not hungry for the word. Instead, you are connected to the world, which would lets in fear, disappointment, anxiety in your heart that doesn't come from God. This makes you weak and fails whatever the mission may be. Coming down, Matthew chapter 17 verse 21 says, this kind will go only by prayer and fasting. Many times deliverance will come only through prayer and fasting. What is prayer? Prayer means connection to God, connecting us to God. Fasting is something that disconnects you from the worldly things. In doing those, we get favor from God. Don't we need the touch or to be the desired one of God in this new year? Let this season turn you out to have a permanent connection with God and enable you to grow in your spirit and bring out the best fruits. Amen.